Our top story at 4:30, the pandemic has forced people in Maryland to make the tough decisions of whether to pay rent and utilities or buy food. And in the midst of these hard times, many are facing evictions with little or no support. Joseph Ojo reveals the new measures the state is now taking to try to prevent these evictions.
The pandemic has forced people in Maryland to make the tough decision of whether to pay rent and utilities or spend on food. And in the midst of these hard times, people are facing evictions with little to no support.
As the economic impact of COVID-19 pounds renters throughout Maryland, yesterday Governor Hogan announced $19.3 million in eviction prevention grants will be allocated to 17 jurisdictions, addressing a need for thousands of households across the state. Howard County will receive $2 million in grants, Anne Arundel County will receive $1.2 million, and a total of $5 million was awarded to Baltimore City and Baltimore County.
Governor, I first want to thank you for the $3 million of eviction prevention funding that you announced this morning.
While some are grateful for the new rounds of relief, others like housing attorney Matt Hill say the number $19.3 million isn't enough.
We have people who, are facing all sorts of types of eviction action.
Hill says the moratorium on eviction statewide ended on July 25th, and unless you fall under the eviction defenses from the governor's office or from the CDC, many are faced with being tossed out on the street in the midst of a pandemic.
And so far, the governor has refused to do anything to address those loopholes and those inconsistencies that are allowing landlords to continue to evict people.
What Hill proposes will help those facing evictions is more rent relief be awarded, and he would like to see statewide legislation be passed to ensure that no one faces eviction alone. In the middle of a pandemic, Hill says it is insane that people are being evicted.
And so we've seen, 450 families evicted in Baltimore City alone between August and October.
He fears evictions set to take place by the end of the year will result in crowded shelters, which will contribute to community spread of COVID-19.
Increasing close quarters and community spread, or at a shelter, which is possibly the worst possible place you could be in the middle of a pandemic.
To find out more about eviction protection in your neighborhood, head over to our website, foxbaltimore.com. Joseph Ojo, Fox 45 News.